Hey guys, so this is the Madzilla interview, but before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our sponsor at Royal Buds LA on Instagram. It's a weed shop. It's located at 9118 South Broadway in South Central. That's my weed shop of choice. That's where I go. That's where my friend Chris Long runs. And I just needed to shout them out, tell you guys that if you go in there, they'll give you, the special no jumper price. Just go in there and tell them that you found out about it from Adam 22, no jumper on some shit, and they'll hook you up. So they got wax, they got edibles, they got weed, they got everything you could possibly need. Trust me, I know more than enough about their selection. Head on over to Royal Buds LA. Here we go. This is the Madzilla interview.
If you're
No jumper.
If your left ear's on your right ear, then you hear the podcast back. Where
Coolest podcast in the world. It's 11:11. We're going to start off by making wishes. Also, I'm with Killa Madzilla.
What's up?
Yeah. Well, okay, so we're making wishes. What's your... Oh, and introduce your...
Easy success.
Easy success.
From drugs.
My name for the podcast is now Hard Struggle. 'Cause it's hard for me out here.
It's a mystery.
I respect that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Hey, so wishes. 11:11. Robson, what do you want to wish for?
Just, everyone in the comments to be nice this time.
Okay. I think they'll be nice. What
No,
are
to
you
me,
so
to
scared
you
of?
guys,
To
they're
yeah.
fine. They come at me a lot, but
Well, yeah, you got a little bit of a flack for that one episode, yeah. Madzilla, what's your wish?
To have unlimited weed.
I feel like you do have unlimited weed. True or false?
I was just staring at the blunt. I'm just, waiting to smoke.
Do you get like shitloads of free weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you probably just have all kinds of weird plugs that want you to like shout out the dispensaries and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I'm weird, so weird plugs is cool. Whatever.
Weird
Fucking
plugs.
keep it weird.
Just wait, what's that? What's the tattoo inside your lips say?
Says weirdo.
Oh wow! So we really called it right there too. E before I. Hey, so should we go like all the way back in time so we can talk about like where you're coming from? Where were you born?
I was actually born in Eugene, Oregon.
Okay.
A lot of people don't really know that, but yep.
I know a little
born
bit
in
about it,
Oregon.
yeah.
Didn't really grow up there. I was like raised
beautiful
all
up there,
over.
though.
Yeah, it is. It's dope. I've been going back there recently.
Uh-huh.
But yep, was born in Oregon, kind of just raised all over Southern California, bounced around a lot, lived in like a bunch of different states, Arizona, Colorado, Washington, like
Okay.
all over the place,
And so what? You were a single parent with your mom?
Me, a single parent?
Or was your mom a single parent?
Yeah, she was. My dad passed away when I was about 10.
Okay.
My mom was like struggling with drugs. She also passed away in 6 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of woman was she though? Like, did she raise you? Like in what way did she raise you? Or does anything stand out in particular?
My mom was just super dope, free spirited. She was like, to me, I see a lot of myself in her now. She just wanted to be a rock star. She was a drummer. She was an artist.
Really?
But she just couldn't really like get back on her feet and like overcome the drug part of it.
Right.
The addiction and. We're just bouncing around, like we've been homeless, lived all over the place, ended up bouncing around with my grandma a little bit, and then, it's a long story.
Wow. Yeah.
was addiction what claimed her ultimately? Like,
Yeah. And depression and a lot of things, you know what I mean? So.
But did you see that and like think like, oh, I want to be different than that? I want to make sure that I don't end up like that?
Definitely. Like my whole life growing up, I moved out when I was 13 because it was just like, I couldn't really take it anymore,
Right.
So she let me kind of just do whatever I want. So I kind of just built myself up. She's like, you're going to learn from your own mistakes, so do whatever. I got like my first tattoo when I was 13.
Really?
Yeah, like I was just...
What were you like as like a real young girl? Because you had your mom kind of allowing you to be a total free spirit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. But I was always just, I had to see so much crazy shit growing up that I always just like tried to be funny or tried to like make light of situations, be like the funny girl or whatever.
Right.
But I was like just crazy. I was just wilding. I had a lot of energy and I was just partying like
Right.
a lot.
So what, you start like messing around with drinking and smoking weed and stuff at a super young age?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the first time I smoked when I was like 12 or 13, like I found like a homemade bong in my mom's
Right.
closet made out of a Gatorade bottle.
Really?
And I was like,
in your
yo.
mom's closet?
Yeah,
Wow.
I found lots of things, but that was like, I was like, if you're smoking weed, I'm smoking weed. Because I
Right.
had lots of friends that smoked and shit, so.
What was your first experience smoking weed like though? Do you have like a bad
it
one? I feel like
sucked.
everybody had a bad one for the first
Yeah,
one.
it sucked. I actually, like, my friends had made like one of those like ghetto ass like gravity bongs made out of like bottles and trash cans and shit.
Right.
So I didn't really know how much you're supposed to hit, but I did
Yeah,
two
yeah.
of those, and I literally like turned white and fucking just was like
Just died,
about to
right?
pass out.
Yeah.
I thought I was like an alien probably for like a second or something. I don't know.
But did you always stick with it the whole time?
No,
Or you
no. I
backed
actually
off on
stopped
weed?
smoking. It's funny. Some people hit me up like, "Oh, I remember when you used to not smoke." Like, I went through some phases with it. You know, like I smoked it for a little bit when I was younger, and then I was like, "Fuck this." I got too fucked up a couple times where I was like, "All right."
People
You know,
always get scared off, and then they end up coming back to it
yeah.
all the time.
And
right?
then I didn't fuck with it for a couple years. And I remember I was living with some homies, and these girls upstairs like had because I was like couch surfing for a while, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So these girls upstairs had brought down these brownies. And I didn't know at the time that they were weed brownies, and I ate 2 of those motherfuckers. And this was after years of not smoking. And I got
You
like,
definitely died.
oh yeah, I felt like I was high for 3 days. I was
Yeah.
like throwing up,
Easy.
just like stuck in this fucking, I was over it. Like I still can't eat edibles.
You don't eat
really.
edibles ever?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
They're
That kind of.
evil.
Yeah, I don't like
the devil
them.
makes them.
They fuck
Yeah, I
over
don't fucking
everybody
like
unless you
edibles.
like a really
He
bad.
tries to find the strongest edibles possible, like 100 milligrams, and he's just like, I want to eat the whole thing. I'm
Easy
like,
success.
ugh. I don't want, he just doesn't feel it. But
Yeah.
to me, it's the taste of it, and it's like kind of like, it reminds me of that. I don't really like chocolate anyways. I'm good off that.
I don't like it because if I eat like a weed cookie or like even like one of the little like bags of gummies or whatever, it's like it's so different than just facing a blunt. Because I could face a blunt and
Yeah.
go out and run around the block and do whatever the fuck I want to do. But if I'm eating something, then it's like my whole body just feels like I can't get up. Like I'm
Exactly.
just stuck.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
At all.
Interesting.
Speaking of smoking,
Speaking of smoking weed,
you smoke backwoods?
yeah.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at, I got these. I was
Backwoods gang.
Because fucking Roseman had these sitting next to him. He was trying to take credit. He doesn't even smoke weed.
I drink green tea
So where should I,
No,
like
yeah,
ash at? Is it like,
on the floor.
always have this kind
Fake lean
Oh,
cup.
fake lean cup. That's cool.
Shout out to Third Coast Wax or whatever. Some guy came up to me during South by and was like, "Yo, when are we gonna get an interview about the wax?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Right now, buddy.
Right
you
now,
go.
dude.
All right. So you moved. Wait. So you moved out when you were 13. What did you start doing?
Oh man.
This is all the process of us
where
figuring
does a
out.
13-year-old move to?
I'll tell you how it worked.
She probably
out.
had like a boyfriend who was like 19, selling
I had
coke.
I've
no?
always
Okay.
had friends that were like older, or whatever. So when I was at that age, like I had some friends that I was growing up with that had gotten an apartment. They just turned.
He's a good handler right there. Just,
Thank you,
Would she have
thank
drool
you.
or something?
some lipstick. Thank you.
It's very far away. Probably wouldn't have
You
seen it
want
anyway. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Can you hand me the?
This one?
Let's try the Cocoa Fusion. I'm thirsty as a.
Can you just move the mic right
We
closer
just
to your
walked
face?
in here and hopped on the mic.
Also, I just want to say when Madzilla and her mans over here drove up, it made me feel really self-conscious because their car radiates weed stench from like 10 feet away.
Oh, no, I
Oh,
smelled
man.
you guys before I saw you guys.
Yeah.
That's what rappers are really talking about when they're like, you smell me when I walk in the club. I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I smell like cool water cologne. No, thank you.
Okay, so you said what?
moved
Oh,
out.
how did I move
Yeah,
out?
when you're
Okay,
13,
so
where do you
my
go?
mom basically she signed a consent saying that my friends could like basically take care of me. So I was like doing online schooling or whatever, living with my friends, but I was never really there, and they had their own shit going on, which was like some sketchy shit actually at the time. They actually like the bomb squad came to our apartment one day.
What, they were bombers?
No. This one guy had. Okay, so the neighbors
live
were
with
complaining. No, the neighbors were complaining about weed smoke and some other shit. So
And this
the
is in
cops
Oregon?
no. This is in like Temecula area.
Okay.
This is when I had moved. And I left Oregon when I was like a little kid.
So you really have lived all over California.
Yeah,
Okay,
all over California.
I know Adam might be freaking out. If you tap the thing, they can hear it on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, avoid the tapping, but it's
Okay,
not
let me.
that big
Yeah,
a deal.
let me
yeah.
definitely not do that.
Yeah, cross your
So
fingers.
it's such a long story. It's so hard to fucking
Well,
like.
the bombers. Why did they think that they were
Okay,
bombing
so
people?
this guy had a. First of all, they had all robbed a gas station
Okay.
a week before that. So the cops were already looking kind of for them, and then the neighbors were complaining about shit. There's a bunch of stuff that I don't really know. The cops just showed up. The whole bomb squad came because this guy had a homemade firework in his backpack. So they called the bomb squad. Like they were like pulling me out, like, "What are you doing here?" Blah blah blah. I told him, I was like, yo, like, my mom's on drugs. Like, this is the situation I came from. I just came here to, like, get away from that. And, like, I was cool. I
Yeah.
was, like, pretty decent.
you
know?
weren't the nicest.
Yeah. So
Homemade firework, by the way.
something I don't
What a
even
concept.
know what the fuck was going on. Like, and the guys actually were like all on drugs and shit too, which I didn't even know. So it was a big, huge mess. I had to go to like some foster home for like a couple weeks, and then wait till my mom could come back down here, and then take me to go live with her old lesbian ex-girlfriend that was psycho.
When your
Just
mom
a lot of
signs
shit.
when your mom signs that paper, is it because you and her are like beefing that much, or is she just like, yeah, whatever? See ya. Like, are you guys cool? And
No,
you're
we like looked it up, and we just asked some people like if it was legal, and they're like, yeah. So
But that's not like a normal 13-year-old girl impulse.
no, it's not. But
It
for the
sounds like you guys were
situation,
equals. Like,
the
your mom was
situation,
treating
she
you
was
like a friend.
like, yeah, you can just go ahead, like, because she understood. Like, we were living in a trailer home, like, and I was like sharing a room with her, and it was like drugs, all type of fucked up shit. So it was like I had to get out of that
Did she have
situation.
like a particular drug of choice that?
Meth, heroin, cocaine.
Would you say she was
Probably a
still a
lot
good
of-
mom though? Like
Mm-hmm.
all that?
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, she was super amazing, like free spirited, like, you know, really spiritual, like down to earth, funny, super funny.
She like a hippie?
Yeah,
Previously,
yeah. My parents were kind of like hippies for sure. Yeah, him and my mom have the same birthday, which is crazy. And I was born on my dad's birthday,
Do you
April
believe that
28th.
brought you two together? Do you think that there's like a
Yeah,
spiritual
yeah,
connection
definitely,
there?
definitely.
Okay.
It's like crazy.
Future was born one day before me, and that's why I feel like me and him are probably one day before, same year.
When I heard your mixtape, I knew it. I was like, yeah, you know what?
In another world, my parents would have been hanging out with Future's parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Same Lamaze class.
I feel it.
Okay, so then like, where'd you go from there? Like, had you already dropped out of school at this point, or are you still going?
I actually just went
Oh, the
to
online classes.
Wait,
yeah.
wait. When you go into foster care, it's like a family's like, hi. What?
No, it's not. It wasn't foster care. It was actually like a place for like runaways. So it was ratchet as fuck. There was girls trying to beat me up, steal my shit. Like it was fucked up. Like it was not like a cool place. It was like for runaways, basically, like kids that were in trouble.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a little holding place.
So where do you go from there?
From there, I went and lived with that crazy lesbian chick, and then from there, I just lived with all of my friends all over California for years.
Right.
You know, and then
Did you
when
always kind of feel like, okay, I got to make some money to take care of myself?
Yeah, I always
like,
had jobs. Like everywhere I lived, I've had like probably over 60 jobs.
What
Name
was
five.
your first
Name
one?
five.
I want to
Name
know the
five.
first one. Yeah.
Oh my God, I worked everywhere. I worked at fucking Pinkberry, I worked at Hollister, I worked at Vans, I worked at all types of clothing stores, tanning salons, fucking.
So you know about
I've
customer
done-
service then? Like,
Yeah,
You're good. Like,
yeah,
welcome to Hollister.
pretty good. Yeah.
It's funny to imagine her with no tattoos working at Hollister. That must have been a completely
No, I think it's
different
good.
life.
You know, I did
Customer
have tats
service.
actually
Oh,
at
you
the
did?
time. Yeah, I did have tattoos.
Covered up or like, not
No,
the
it was
napkin
like a
shit,
little
right?
half sleeve,
Okay.
something going on.
Yeah.
Like that. It was a long, long time ago. That was when I was way younger, but I thought it was cool that I had tats. And I was
You
working
have
there.
to take charge of asking her about tattoos because, like, I feel like I'm in the category of like being annoyed my whole life. People asking me about my tattoos, so I think like as you as like a non-tattooed person, you probably are the better one to ask about that. So ask her, when did you get your first tattoo?
Ask her.
No. What was
You're stupid.
what was your first tattoo?
The first tattoo was some stupid one because I didn't know how my mom was gonna react. It was just like a little one on my hip. It's like some little cherry.
And it was
Bullshit.
before you were 18,
That was when I was 13.
so it was like illegal to
Some
get
little
it.
bullshit. Yeah.
Or how do you get a tattoo when you're 13? The guy
I just had
got-
friends that were
Oh,
older
yeah, I
that
forgot
did all
it.
types of shit.
You hung out with
know?
ISIS. I forgot.
I still don't know who ISIS is.
You don't know what ISIS is? It's a Middle Eastern
Okay, this is
terrorist
gonna be a big.
organization.
Hold on. This is a big moment.
No, I probably
This is a
do.
big one.
Okay, ISIS. Never mind.
I definitely have heard of it, but I don't know if it's like
They're-
what we're.
You know
They're
Osama
super
bin
mean.
Laden?
Yes, yes.
Like bin Laden is afraid of ISIS. Like his squad was afraid of ISIS.
Bin Laden's like Snoop Dogg and ISIS are like the Crips, where like even though he's gone, they're still motivated by him, right?
Okay.
No.
Well, Snoop Dogg's actually still here, so let's not. But he's not.
Well, I like Snoop Dogg. So.
Right. Oh, that.
The
well, we
comments
can-
are about to
that's
get
cool.
lit on this video, talking about what ISIS
Adam,
is.
Adam, stop talking about the Crips.
Please. Please.
Some Crips gonna come up to me and like, I heard you compared me to Osama bin Laden. That's fucked up. And I'm gonna say you're right.
All right,
Beat the shit out
so
of
once
me.
you get one tattoo, you're like, fuck it, let's go.
You know, I never thought I would have this many, like, or like my throat or whatever, but it kind of, you know, it's like a lifestyle, whatever. And I knew at a younger age I wanted to be tatted, but still be like sophisticated and blah, 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 whatever.
Your right arm is barren.
Barren.
This
Well,
is a choice.
I got
You
one-
Stay like that for life, or
No, I'm probably going to add some stuff to it, you know, when the time is right.
Right.
Will you tat your face?
It's already tatted.
Where?
Oh, come on, son.
Lack of perspective. He couldn't even see it.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people say they don't notice it right away, but
Really?
yep, it's there.
I guess it kind of like
I'm
blends with the
horrible.
hair a little bit as far as like a hair feel to
Yep,
it.
it's the letter B.
You know what I remember noticing though is that you got like because she was on the cover of LA Weekly. You know this?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I remember you like went and got your whole back finished, and then you were on the cover and it was like your whole back.
Yep.
I remember thinking that was kind of interesting that you like went and like got the tattoo for the cover.
It was definitely didn't get the tattoo for the cover. I had the tattoo I was working on it for 4 years.
Right.
And then I had like some of the outside and like the bottom part, I was just filling it in.
Right.
And I had like added kind of it looked like a lot, you know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, and then I got to shoot the cover right after I got some stuff done. So it was all
Right. Okay, so by the time you're like 18, where are you mostly at? Was everything just kind of all over the place? Like, when do you start to feel like you had kind of figured out like what your niche was or like what you wanted to do with yourself?
I went through a lot of phases because, you know, I'm an artist. So, like, I went through a phase where, like, I wanted to do hair and makeup, and then I wanted to be a tattoo artist. So I'd, like, draw and paint every day. And, like,
Right.
I still do art, you know, but I just, like, always knew that there was, like, something bigger. I wasn't satisfied with anything, really. And just with all the, just all the experience of shit that I had to go through and, like, you know, being able to go to all this like VIP dope ass shit because, you know, I'm well connected.
Right.
It's easy for me to get in, obviously. So I've been to hella shit, you know,
Right.
I've just like,
But what's that? Did you feel like
I kind of manifested it, you know what I
How
mean?
old are you right now?
I'll be 27 this month.
Okay.
Woo.
Did you always feel like you understood though that
Happy birthday.
your femininity had like power, that if you wanted to like get into the club or if you wanted to like meet
Yeah,
people that you
definitely.
could kind of like use your sex appeal or whatever?
Yeah, that's kind of how it works with females.
Yeah,
you know?
girls need to know that at some point, right?
Yeah, so there's a couple things that I haven't really even mentioned too many times, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there. So
Because we go deep on here.
Yeah, we're
We
going
find out
deep.
everything.
No, jump through it.
Yeah.
do you want to hit this? Are you
Yeah,
good?
I'm good,
It's
yeah.
out.
My
Put it
brain
in
is-
If he hits
fake
that
green
again,
cup.
the interview's gonna get
But
weird.
this, just for the record, this is a Madzilla roach right here. It's like a full like inch.
I'm gonna
It's
light
like
that
a
again.
centimeter
I'm
and a
gonna
half
light that
wide.
again.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was
Roll
done.
it in the next one, you know. We recycle the roaches.
Yeah, same. Oh, really? You reuse the roach? Okay.
Yeah,
I just
reuse.
smoked
That's
the roach
very
until my
green. That's
fingers
very
on
green.
fire. Yeah, that's very green of you. Carbon footprint has been minimalized by mixing roaches into the next blunt. All right. So, what are the things that you didn't mention that you were into?
I forgot where we were at again for a sec. For
You just said
quick.
there are a few things that you like.
Okay,
didn't
so
mention.
around the age you asked where I was at when I was like 18,
Right.
right? So 18, I was still all over the place. When I was around 20, I'll just kind of cut it out to that. Like I hadn't moved back with my mom ever since then, right? But it got to a point where I was like just super, super struggling. I didn't have any family. You know, I'd only have one brother. He's incarcerated.
Right.
So I just was like at a breaking point, and she moved out to Oregon with my grandmother to take care of my grandpa because he was sick or whatever. But they were divorced, didn't live with each other for a long time. So, and my aunt, which is my mom's sister, she also had multiple sclerosis and she was bedridden. So I had to grow up seeing this disease like take her whole life over. Like she was like, you know, in
Right.
horrible conditions. So
So you're always kind of in touch with like how bad things could get. In
yeah,
a way, right?
definitely super in touch. So, actually, let me just go ahead and hit this one. Let me stay on track. It's a long story. So, anyways, when I was around 20, I had to go move back to Oregon for a little bit. Like, I was out there for like a month, just in the middle of the woods, just like with my mom, and it was just like I felt like I was just back when I was a kid again, and I just couldn't stand it. We were like clashing and shit. And I was just hitting up all my friends in Cali, just like, dude, where can I like stay with you, whatever. So one of my friends was like, yo, you can come stay in my garage, you know. And it was like a dope little setup. It was, you know, it was cool. So
shout out to all the girls out there who live in garages right now
Yeah.
because it's nothing to look down upon.
girls and guys,
But
you know.
you got to have some sheets. Yeah.
Yep. So I'd moved back to Cali, and I remember when I was in Oregon, you know, my mom was super depressed and like just, you know, telling me, she's like, she had broke down to me like, I'm so sorry that like I couldn't take care of you and your brother. Like when I die, you guys are gonna get all this life support and blah 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 blah. Like just going on about all this stuff that I was just like, you know, it's making me really uncomfortable and emotional and shit. So I had moved away, and literally like I was just trying to get like modeling gigs because I've been modeling for like 9 years, so
Yeah,
that
I was
was
gonna say,
something
you've always done
that's
that.
something that I've always kind of done, but I've always been busy working and moving that I couldn't keep it as consistent as I do
Right.
now.
Okay.
So, you know, let me try not to lose. I don't really like talking about this shit that much, so I don't really
I can
want
tell
to.
you're like building up to something.
You
It's
know,
like,
I'm
Though,
just
yeah.
like-
I feel like we're like we just cut
like,
through.
and
to
I
the-
killed the guy. Okay.
No, it's just like most interviews are so fucking boring that I'm just excited that she's like sharing stuff. with us.
Something's
This is
happening
good,
on this
yeah.
interview.
Yeah. So, okay. So I was trying to get some modeling gigs. I had got like this modeling gig for Hot Topic. I had went to their corporate fucking shit with like all their like hundreds of employees, and I was getting my hair and makeup done to shoot some shit for their website or whatever. And I got a call from my brother. My heart's beating fast. Ooh, shit. I got a call from my brother from prison. And I remember my phone was about to die, and I just picked up the phone real quick, and he was like, yo, and I was like, yo, my phone's about to die. I'm at this photo shoot. And he's like, yo, you need to call me. You need to call me right now. And I was like, all right, well, call me back on this other number, which was like the hairstylist phone or whatever. So he called me back on her phone. And right when I like was like, so what's up? He's like, Mom died. And I was just like, oh, what? Like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like in this dressing room, and he like repeated it to me, and I just like broke down, and everyone like heard and like was just, you know, it was crazy as fuck.
Really?
So at that point, like, you know, they were like walking me out, and they're like, oh my God, like, what can we do? Blah, blah. And I had just got done telling them, you know, they were asking about my mom, and I was like telling them like, yeah, you know, she does drugs, but she's, you know, this and that. And then boom, I get this phone call from my brother. Yeah. So I was just at the point, I had always kind of tried to like prepare myself, like, what if that happened, you know,
Right.
like, how the fuck am I going to handle it?
But did you always feel like it was kind of inevitable because she was doing drugs and stuff?
I didn't think that it was inevitable. Like, you
You'd
know, I
always
was
known
just,
her like that, right?
I was just like, you know, when somebody is that sick, you know, it's like a possibility. So you have to try to kind of prepare yourself, but you can't.
Yeah.
That was the point I was trying to make, is that once it actually happened, it was nothing compared to what I thought like I could handle at all. So I remember I was just driving home, just like crying my eyes out, like just fucking like about to like crash. Like I had 30 minutes to drive all the way back home, just calling people, like freaking out, you know? And I was living with this girl at the time who, like, after I moved out of the garage, like, I met this girl at some party, and she's like, yeah, you can come stay with me, live on my floor. I was, like, living on a little twin bed. So her and her mom were, like, there to support me, you know, kind of through that. And just, fuck, like, I had to learn a lot about myself through
that experience.
Yeah,
really,
just,
what?
like, trying to, like, what the fuck am I going to do? Am I going to give up? Like, no, I can't do that. Like, I have to, you know, like, I have to be a good example. I have to, like, do something. I'm not that type of person, so.
But it's hard to find that like courage since like
Yeah, I went through a lot of
she's
shit.
your
Like, I'm
role
still
model,
going
like-
through a lot of shit with it,
Your
you
brother's
know.
in jail. Your mom was your only provider.
Exactly.
You know?
So, you know, it's
Like
it
she
was
taught
rough.
you how to be a woman, and then you're here trying to like figure out how to deal with this, and you're also like questioning, like, since she just went through this, like it must have been. But would you say that you got depressed, or like did you
Yes,
just lay
I went
around in
through-
bed for months?
I
or-
went through lots of depression, which I still struggle with today. With that, you know, is a huge part of the reason why I smoke so much weed,
Right.
and why I like try to just, you know, stay busy and stay positive and shit, because it's serious. Depression is serious. You know, losing
Yeah.
both your parents, like even just talking about it, like makes me shake, because it's like it's definitely damaged my nerves, probably a little bit.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. So
How did you ultimately like find how to deal with it? Was there anything in particular, or was it just slowly just grief went away?
Well, just, man, just like trying to just stay positive and do shit. Because I've always had, like, my whole life, people always just hit me up of, like, if crazy shit happens in their life. And I've always been the person to, like, give people advice or whatever. You know what I mean? So I just had to, like, stay strong through it, because I've already seen all this crazy shit before that happened. There's no way I can give up or whatever. But I did go through a lot of crazy, like, depressions and shit, and you know, I just became more spiritual. That was just something that helped me, is just becoming, like, you know, just more spiritual and just like focused on positive shit, and like, you know what I mean,
Right.
not being angry and trying to like beat myself up about something, because I went through that too, you know, like,
Yeah,
is it
it's
my
not-
fault, is it like, did she kill herself, like, you know, there's all these thoughts that go through your head. It's
As much as you try to prepare for anything like that,
Yeah.
you're never really prepared, you know.
Yeah. So then right after that, I was at a point where I was like, fuck, like I have nothing, like who the fuck am I going to call if I needed anything? Like at least like if I needed to stay somewhere, I know I could go back to Oregon, you know. But now that was, and then my grandmother, that's another thing. My grandmother, I'm named after my grandma. Her name is Madeline. You know, I was close with her. She actually took all the money after my mom died, and then my aunt with multiple sclerosis died 2 weeks after that.
Really?
My grandma took all that money and moved to Alaska, and she hasn't talked to any of our family since, and nobody's been able to reach her. So
Wow.
that's something. And then my grandfather just passed away 6 months ago, the one that they were taking care of in
So
Oregon.
you had a super easy childhood, just
Yeah,
you know,
super
everything
easy,
given
you know.
to you, no problem.
Yeah, so I'm still going through that, and now I'm finding out we have to find her to like get in to figure out how to sell his house and do all this stuff. Like it's just all this big responsibility that's going on right now while I'm trying to, you know,
Right.
still be Madzilla.
All right. So when did you like start
then I'll tell you another thing after that. You know, I started stripping. That was like a big, huge thing. Like I stripped for 5 years.
This is how I originally know you.
Yeah. So I stripped for 5 years. You know, a lot of people in Orange County or whatever, like.
See, I didn't know if you were going to talk about it on.
Yeah, I wanted to like, you know,
Let's let it all hang out.
the only time I've
saw
ever.
her stripping?
Yeah, because there's the strip club. What's it called? The library?
Yeah, the library.
Yeah, because my friends used to go there. And let me just tell you, I'm not just saying
I actually don't even remember that I met you there, but that's cool.
No, I don't blame you either. I must have blended in. But
He wears a hoodie when he goes to the strip club and puts sunglasses.
Yeah,
only
no,
been
it
there,
was
like-
popping. It was
I've been
super
that place,
popping, like
3 or
packed
4
as
times.
fuck.
No, but this is the thing. Yeah, it was packed as fuck. It has a really cool vibe, that strip club, because it's just more like a bar type vibe. But like all the girls would be on stage, whatever. She would come out and she would kill it, like literally 10 times more money getting thrown on stage than every other girl.
What was
and,
the secret?
And this was pre Instagram. This is like before I knew about her as like this famous Instagram chick or whatever.
Yeah, I made Instagram when I was working at the strip club and kind of, you know.
Right.
So I already worked at the strip club, so.
Right. Hey, so so did you feel like, when you started stripping, was this something you were scared to do, or was this kind of just I need to do this to make money?
I had some friends that were strippers that like tried to talk me into it when I was like younger, like 18 and shit, and I was just like, no. I was just always like, oh, I'll never do drugs, like I'll never strip, like I'll never this and this. I was really just like fucking, you know, stuck to my ways, stubborn as fuck, just. And then once all that shit happened, a lot of shit switched up, and I'm like, dang, I can't like think like that, blah 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 blah. So. Man, it's a lot.
But were you like excited to go through with it just because it was you taking control of your financial situation?
It was definitely nerve-wracking, but then it became like, it is what you make it. I seen like, you know, when I started working at that club in Orange County, it was like, yeah, there was girls in that fucking walk around and talk and do this and that, but me, on the other hand, I was just hella cool with people, and I was just like, yo, just like, tip me on stage or whatever. I didn't give a fuck about like doing dances so much and all that shit.
What would
I
you
just
make
was
on a
more
good night?
like Tuesdays are cracking there.
That's the day that I used to go. Yeah.
Tuesdays are cracking. I would really only work like 2 days a week or whatever. But you know, I don't know, like 2 racks.
Yeah.
Maybe around there.
Straight cash.
I've definitely seen her
straight.
go
But that's
up there
only
and-
because I didn't want to be giving people fucking lap dances and
Why,
shit.
is that the shitty part about being a stripper?
I was a stripper for so long, I was already over it at that point, you know? And then I had my Instagram, and then once my Instagram started getting popping, people were actually like calling the strip club like, oh, is Madzilla working tonight? Like it got to that point where I was like,
you were making that more popular.
I was still like on both sides where I was like, no, I need to get more respect, but I also need money. But the fact that I was stripping and made all this money is what gave me the freedom to like not have to worry anymore, to like start my own business, to like be a brand and just fucking do whatever I wanted.
Right.
You
What
know?
if the club called you right now and said, come out of retirement, we got $50,000.
Never.
Really?
Never.
We got
Now it's like a moral-
$500,000. We got $500,000.
Never.
Is
never.
it just like
never.
a moral thing now that you're just like,
I feel
nah,
like
fuck
I've
that.
passed on millions of dollars from fucking the strip club, literally just from saying no to people, to shit that I don't fuck
Oh,
with.
really?
You know
With
what I
dudes
mean?
trying
Like,
to fuck you and stuff?
no.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, of
She
course
means,
that
like,
happens,
taking
but
That's
I
gotta
mean,
happen in the strip club,
I just
right?
mean overall, like, I say no to a lot of shit, like, including while I was at the strip club too. You know, not like that, but like, I just didn't give a fuck about the money as much as other bitches did. Like, if they had fucking customers,
But you were there
like, they
for the
would
money, but you
yeah,
weren't
like
there
when
to,
I
like,
just went in there, it
maximize.
was more of like an entertainment like type of club. It was like you know how
Yo, yeah, it's a fun strip club. It's definitely
it's not
like,
hella boring where you like it's just
Yeah.
creepy old dudes coming in and you gotta like milk them and shit. It's not like that. It
So
was like
did you feel like you never really had that like predator mind state? Because I've had friends
No, I
who are chicks
definitely
who
did.
stripped who were like,
I was
oh,
definitely
see that
in a different
motherfucker?
mind
I'm gonna
state.
go take him for a rack right now, like super evil. And I always thought that was kind of cool. Yeah.
everyone has that mentality to some extent. It was fucking crazy. I seen a lot of fucked up crazy ass shit in the strip club.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Like what? What's the
Fuck
craziest
yeah.
shit?
Man, I've seen a girl have what? Oh man, I've seen a girl have a fucking seizure in there, like while I was on stage off some fucking drugs, and the ambulance had to come in. 10 dudes had to like take her out, like she was like seizuring that bad.
Wow.
I've gotten a fight there myself one time.
With another chick?
One time.
What in the back room or out in front?
In the back.
It would be cool if you did.
If
that
a
front
girl
so
has a
everybody could see.
seizure while she's giving you a lap dance, do you still have to tip her, or like do you tip her
Oh,
extra?
no.
That'd be dope if you could kind of.
You know what? There was always fucked up shit. People getting in fights, like, but it was like a bunch of drug dealer Asian tatted up, fucking, young
Look at me,
Could you
drug
drink
dealer,
at this
tatted
point?
Asians.
Tatted
She
up
points at me.
drug dealing looking dudes like
There
this.
are a lot of sketchy dudes and a lot of lesbian chicks.
Could you
like,
drink-
A
Asian
lot of lesbian
chicks.
My
like-
best friend Pope, I met her there too. She's
Oh, okay,
lesbian.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
awesome. Pope the barber.
I've seen her on your Instagram.
Adam, could
Yeah.
you drink in this strip club?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was full
it's
nude?
That's
full
the
bar.
only
No,
reason we
it's
went
just
there, yeah.
topless.
Oh, just topless.
It's just
Yeah,
topless
yeah.
on stage.
not a
Like,
strip
and
club.
when exactly. So like when you
No-
do the
no
dances,
offense.
you can't even take your top off in the dances. It's like dudes couldn't even touch you. The security's like
Yeah,
super
that's
on
not
it.
even a strip club.
Yeah, it's like a bikini bar.
You weren't a stripper. You were just a
Yeah, I
dancer.
was though. I did work at a strip club when I first started that when I was 20.
That was fully nude.
Oh,
Yeah.
And was that a totally
But
different
for like a-
experience or what?
but no alcohol. in
Yeah,
that one,
but it
right?
was
was
no
it-
alcohol.
Yeah.
But have you ever been to a strip club like that? It's so creepy.
Those are the
So
only two strip
creepy.
clubs I ever worked at. But I worked at the library for way longer. You know, I
Right,
just worked
yeah.
at the other one for a little bit when I was like 20, and then
Right.
got out of there as soon as I figured out
I went to
you
a
can make
strip
way
club
more money.
one time that was like no alcohol, and it's so gross. It's just
It's
dudes
so
sitting there drinking a
boring.
Red Bull, just like staring at their vagina.
I literally
like-
would make like that's where like literally the whores work. I would make no money there. I was just like, this is not even worth stripping because this is not. I'm not gonna be.
So
you
those
know.
kind of places are the ones where they're actually
Oh
selling
yeah, they
pussy.
got all.
Don't
types of
act like
shit
you
there.
don't know that.
They got, they got all
Assuming
types
that
of
I'm way worse than I am. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, you know the deal, like which clubs you
But-
can get what.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never.
It
tried
seems
to,
like you know.
I never tried to pay.
Don't
for a
fucking
stripper to
lie.
fuck me.
Don't fucking lie.
Hold on, you're
Don't
like,
fucking lie.
Maybe you don't know from
He's trying to
experience.
ask me my crazy experiences. Let's hear yours, motherfucker.
No, I have none. I'm totally.
You know
chill.
that everything's a negotiation in life. That's all.
But that's the thing is that strip clubs. It seems like there's certain strip clubs where really anything goes, and then there's certain ones. I didn't know that it was the drinking was the dividing line though.
no. They're. I mean, I'm sure at the one where the
This is a plastic 40.
Yeah,
it's actually
fucking
that's
shatter.
been in there for months.
It's shatterproof. That's how they market
That's
it.
how they do it now. What is this? A plastic 40?
I don't like
Gets
plastic
frustrated in the
40s.
middle. Of
Let's pop a bottle. Fuck this.
But yo, can we pop that, or do
Yeah,
we need like a fucking
I'm ready.
bottle opener?
No, you just pop this thing.
Oh, okay, that'd be hilarious. If we
Continue,
all
I'll
get
just pop this
That
bottle,
shows
you
how
know, like-
inexperienced I am with champagne.
What I was
there.
gonna say is at the strip club where it's just like
I got a drink for this.
there's full bar. Like those girls could probably take a guy in the back and do some weird shit.
Wait, where?
At the one at the
Yeah.
library. If if there's a girl who's
And then
ratcheting
the
up-
girls that are doing that shit just tip the fucking securities like a lot of money to not say shit.
not saying anything.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the owner
fucked
gets
up.
screwed. If you're an owner, you just gotta kind of.
The owners are all and everyone's all in it. They're all fucked.
Oh.
They're all fucked.
What? So are you saying that you didn't meet a lot of great people over the years through the strip club?
No, I definitely did.
Did you become? Do you still have friends
Do
from?
you go to the reunions? Or,
No. But when I was stripping, they did have some stripper Christmas parties. Those were fucking crazy. As
Really?
shit.
So you went? And it was.
Oh
fun?
yeah, I went to one or two.
Well, how was it?
It's just fucking crazy. It's just a bunch of strippers, and then they invite all their porn star friends, and then it's all the industry people, and then all the fucking weirdos, and then everyone's on drugs, and then you know,
you got porn offers too. Then
yeah, I've
Oh,
had
really?
the craziest offers there, but like I said, I'm not down with that shit. So I'm like, no.
Never
That's
even
why I
thought about
said.
the porn
That's why I
offer?
said I've passed on millions of dollars because if I would have said yes to all this shit, I've had an offer to make a fucking fake vagina. So like, come on, I've gotten
really?
offered to
One of
do
those
porn.
things?
I've gotten offered to do lesbian shit. I've gotten offered to do some dude offered to like all types of shit. I don't even
But
want to talk about all the things I've gotten offered
what
to
keeps
do
you
for
from
money.
doing like potentially, sus things like that? Like having a fake vagina made and sold
why
in
would you?
stores.
Why would you turn down a fake
Not
vagina?
interested.
What,
No,
is it
thank
because you don't wanna
I don't
present
even.
yourself
I
that
don't
way?
even hate it. Yeah, I'm just not interested. It's not for me.
Right.
You know, I have so many friends in the industry. Like, that's cool. But
But are you like aware of your image to the sense that
Yeah.
like you want to project yourself as being like a cool?
Yeah, I haven't
hip
even- yeah,
type-
exactly.
Not like overly sexualized
exactly,
type thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
because I
describe-
was a stripper for so long. I used to be more self-conscious when I was stripping. When I would go to my photo shoots and I never even did implied nude. It took me a long, long time to get even comfortable to do implied nude, even though I was at the strip club showing my tits for.
What does implied nude mean?
Is like covering,
Hands over it. Yeah, yeah.
not showing your nipples, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So it took me really actually a long time to get comfortable to do that, and I still feel uncomfortable. I don't just walk around with like my tits out and shit. Like I still get like all like,
So
But-
do you feel like you don't?
part of it is probably being at the strip club. Like I went through my 20s having to go through all types of crazy shit. I had to get out of that attitude and that mentality and that all that shit.
When did you decide to stop stripping, and what was the reason? Was it just because you're doing good with modeling stuff?
Yeah, the LA Weekly thing
Yeah,
was
yeah,
popping
yeah.
off, and like it just got to the point where like my Instagram was like, everything was going good, but I just had to. Should I pop it? I just didn't want to get it on any of this shit right here.
Nah, just go for it. Spray it all over the equipment. It's fine.
Woo!
Oh my god, it got on the printer and shit.
Why was it that shaken up? I've never seen.
I didn't know it was gonna be that shaken up.
Hey, we popping champagne like we
shaking
won a
up.
championship game. Look like I got on a
This is the best.
championship
Hey,
ring.
this is the most lit interview ever. You
Yeah,
said-
this
hey,
this is it. This
You
is
said
it.
it right.
This is it.
Hey, don't worry. We got you on our event that we're doing
Hey.
on our new printer.
Listen, this will do 200,000 views right now because
Yes.
of that. So that printer's gonna be.
We
paying
need
for it.
500. We need 1 million views. For
Hey, if you guys saw that happen, buy us a printer, send it to the On Some Shit store.
Intel.
this. Yo, who shook the bottle though?
Nobody, I swear to God, that's been sitting there for like 2
I
days.
didn't shake
Yeah,
it.
we got that from our YouTube network.
Oh wow, it must be.
Show this later, but it doesn't.
Well,
seem
look
like-
at half the bottle came out.
He got that bottle for having 300,000 subscribers.
That was one of the funniest things ever in the history of this podcast.
Wow.
I want to watch my.
All right, everyone has to drink some.
That like
Come on.
happened in
Wow.
slow motion. It was like,
Okay, can I use this shirt to just dry off?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
luckily there was only like a couple of shirts over there. Wow, that was so. If you
That
buy
was
an OSS
hilarious.
shirt and it smells like champagne, it's because Madzilla chose to dump that on you.
Yep.
Hey, no sex in
I'll
the
kiss
champagne
this one.
room.
No sex with the champagne.
Look, this thing is so hilariously big too.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how is this? Here, let me just put that in.
oh my
You
God,
think we're gonna be on World Star like
Madzilla.
Madzilla, famous Instagram model, explodes champagne all over the store? Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I don't know.
that was funny. I didn't know you had a printer right there. My bad.
but well, at least I told her.
I was aiming for
I
the
said
shirt.
no, spray it all over the equipment. Luckily, that didn't actually
right?
happen. Yeah.
That's why I was like holding it. Like, what am I gonna do?
Wow, that happens about 34 minutes into this podcast. Well, probably the greatest thing that's ever happened on the
I know, we
podcast.
gotta get a gift
Talking
for
about
that.
strip clubs, popping bottles.
Can you
know.
guys make that a GIF? Can you make that a GIF for
Yes,
us, please?
definitely the gift. Oh my God, that's gonna be a winning gift.
Yeah, I need that.
Wow, I don't even know what to. I feel like what are we gonna do now to go from there? But okay, so
I'm gonna pour this 40 on my head. Yeah. At the end.
You said it.
Leaving stripping. No, I want to talk about the Instagram fame because okay, were you like an internet girl? Were you like the type of chick who was spending a shitload of time online before your Instagram
Hell
started
no.
popping off? No, you don't
I'm
seem
like,
that way to me.
no, not at all. I'm so late on everything. I was super late on Instagram too, but then it was so easy,
Right.
you know.
Tattoos, Instagram,
Just like it was
hot chicks,
pictures,
it
like
just
pictures.
kinda-
You like a picture and comment on it. It's like the easiest way ever to
Right.
fucking, so. And then I just started just taking everyone's advice, kept modeling, and,
When did you start to feel like it was becoming a big deal? Like, oh, like this is actually opening doors for me and like creating opportunities for me that I have this following on Instagram.
I don't know at what point it was exactly, but it was around, while I was still stripping and like just hitting certain like things like, in my career where I was like, all right, this shit is serious.
It's
So
actually opening doors for me.
yeah, so I had to, quit stripping and actually like, did like this little gallery event, like just to make money. So I could I moved to Hawaii for 3 months just to get away from everything, to like reset myself. And, I had to just get away from that lifestyle. I had to sell my car. I sold my place. I sold all.
Strip club lifestyle.
Yeah,
Okay.
just with the amount of money, like I calculated how much money I was spending, and how much my bills were and shit. And I was like, fuck, I can't quit stripping if I live this and just survive off of being a model. Models don't get paid shit.
All the
You know
time,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
it's
it's
very rare.
not, you're not so Oh my God, it's such a fucking. I don't.
What were you?
thinking
Where were
about
you,
the
where were you driving?
I
Like,
keep
where were you
thinking about the
living?
champagne.
I just sound
exploding.
like a. No, I'm like, oh, my legs all wet. This is fucking hilarious.
Legendary. Maybe we can make that the thumbnail or something. When are they? You gotta be able to make gifs your thumbnails on YouTube.
What did you say again? Sorry.
Oh, with the stripper money, like where were you driving? Where were you living? Like,
I was living in Long Beach. I had this dope little like condo like that my friend owned. He was hella fucking cool. It was just like above these garages, but it was my own place. The first time that I actually had my own place, that was cool. And I was just driving like a Chrysler 300. I thought it was cool at the time.
that's cool.
You know, and just like the lifestyle, like just with all the fucking bills and like partying and shit that I was doing, like I was just
Partying though, were you ever into like coke and shit, or did you avoid that?
Yeah, I've tried coke here and there.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
the stripper drug of choice? Are the girls that were at the club?
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
What do they normally do?
You want
You know what?
Speed
You
and
would
shit?
think no. You would think that a lot of girls are like on like drugs and shit there, but it's not even really like that. Like I've seen a couple girls that have like go like hide in the bathroom stall and do something, but like I never even did drugs there. Like I never. It wasn't even like that type of. Not at that strip club anymore.
Right.
So yeah, I've just seen girls get hella wasted. You know, fucking wasted and maybe do some coke if they need to like stay up or if they're fucking hella tired or.
But it's not like
it gets
everybody's
stressful.
doing drugs all the time.
No.
No, yeah.
They're mostly
That's
just
good.
drinking then, yeah.
But just
Yeah,
so-
and then there's a lot of girls that don't drink too that you would think that are, you know, fucked up, but they're not.
Right, but they're just in there like I remember like from going there that I was talking to one chick one time. She was just like, "Yeah, I'm here 7 days a week just to take care of my kids," and I was just like, "Damn, that must be such a crazy way of life, just doing that every fucking day."
That loud club atmosphere, I
Yeah.
gotta have
There's
like,
the-
a beer, you know? I gotta
Yeah.
have one drink.
Hey, what'd you dance to?
Like Snoop Dogg
Yeah.
and old school hip hop.
Okay, was the Snoop Dogg video your first like rap video that you?
Yeah,
appeared
that was
in?
the first
Okay.
music video I ever did,
Did
in
you
my
get
life.
that through Instagram?
No, it was so fucking random how I got it, actually. I guess I'll tell you. So I was at a club one time with some of my girlfriends, and these dudes were at this table, and like this guy kept staring at me and trying to like get my attention. I thought he was laughing.
Well, just had a
Some
fucking
guy was trying to like get my
round two.
attention and shit, but he didn't look like he was trying to hit on me or anything. So he like came up to me. He's like, "What do you do?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah, I model this and that." And he's like, "Okay, well I work with this person, like Snoop, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, okay. And he's like, "You should give me your number so we could work." And I was like, all right. And I was like, well, rock, paper, scissors. Because that's what I used to do in the strip club all the time. Like, if I'd like go to people like, I'd be like, "You want to dance?" They'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "Rock, paper, scissors." If I'd win, it was just like a fucking
Did that
something
work a
shit.
lot?
Yes, it worked all the
I
time.
could totally imagine dudes falling for that left and right. Yeah.
So, fuck, I keep forgetting what I'm saying because I'm like
'Cause we're all
fucking
high
like
now.
high and fucking like,
Covered
oh
in
my
champagne.
god, I don't even talk about the strip club fucking shit anymore. So like, this is all me trying to bring the memory back.
Girls always like that.
Okay.
Though, like after they stop stripping, they're like try to like erase it for the record. They,
You gotta
like,
help
can't
me
mention
stay on
it.
track, Easy. Please.
He's focused right
Her
now.
roller over here. Yeah.
Wait, we still have this one in here,
You still
but no,
do
fuck that
recycling?
thing.
No. No, okay, so the Snoop Dogg video, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Snoop Dogg video. This guy came up to me. Thank you. This guy came up to me in the club. Basically, played rock paper scissors. He won. I gave him my number. The first thing he hit me up to do was that video. Like maybe like a month later or something.
Right.
How did you know it was legit when he hit you up? Like, how could you tell?
Just cause like through the email and the way he was talking to me and fucking the people. Like I do my little research.
Okay.
Right.
I always got to do my research.
But so the story, I think this was in the LA Weekly thing, wasn't it? That you like had to learn how to French inhale on the spot, and
Yeah.
you had to smoke like 100 blunts to get it done. Or
Yeah, close to 100.
maybe not 100, maybe like
like
3
two.
years. Yeah. But so like,
Yeah.
Nothing was the same since.
once this blunt's rolled, maybe you could. Do you still know how to French inhale or French exhale or whatever the fuck it's called? Like, I don't even understand what it is, but I know that that's what you
Is that
did.
when it goes
Yeah.
through your nose?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I had to learn on set. I was doing a photo shoot before because there was other girls doing their part and like outside smoked a whole blunt doing that. Then I came inside and I was nervous as fuck.
Right.
And just like never did a video before, you know. And yeah, they were just trying to teach me. I was like, I don't really know how to French inhale. And they're like, it's all good, you know. They're being hella cool and nice about it.
Yeah.
So it took me a few times, but they got a couple shots of it, I guess.
Did Snoop Dogg talk to you at all, or was he?
Yeah, he was hella cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. And I've been cool with Snoop ever since that video.
Right.
You know.
Does he smoke as much weed like on camera as you
Yeah.
would expect? It's just like a constant flow.
Yeah, he smokes a lot.
That's awesome.
Wait,
He's
Snoop,
all-
Snoop Dogg smokes weed?
Well,
What?
But you remember years ago when he got punished in court, and like part of it was he had to like come out and say that he was quitting smoking weed.
Yeah, I remember that.
That did happen.
He did quit for a little bit.
And
Oh, he did?
I don't know if he actually quit,
What?
but he said that he did publicly. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He seems like a nice uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
totally.
exactly what
Chill
he
vibe.
is. Uncle Snoop.
That's a good vibe that he could have. Although I wonder what kind of girls he. Well, is he married? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, what does Snoop do with girls? Did he hit on you?
No, he's just cool as fuck.
Very
He's like a
gentlemanly.
homie. Yeah. And I think it's, also how my vibe is with people too.
Do you wait? Have I ever seen you on Instagram doing like the fucking the protein shakes? So,
Yeah,
like,
you-
do you
Yeah, I did do that.
You have done it?
The
Or the teeth
protein.
whitening?
No, not the teeth whitening.
okay.
But hey, everyone likes white teeth,
Right.
I need
well,
that
I wouldn't
machine.
blame you if you did. Yeah, but like, or was it like the cleanse or like the juice cleanse? Is like the other
Detox
thing?
tea.
Yeah, detox tea. Yeah.
No, I get hit up for that stuff all the time. I kind of just like, nah, I'm good.
What do they offer? A couple thousand?
Doesn't even matter. I just, yeah. Some people offer a couple hundred. Some people offer 1,000. Some people want to do package shit. They really use Instagram as like a straight business now.
Yeah, yeah. it's
Hey,
crazy.
I have 1,000 followers. I'll do it for $10. Thanks, dude. Hit me up.
All right, I'll send them your way.
Well, you at 685,000. Like, what's your relationship with Instagram now? Do you love it, or are you just kind of like, whatever? This is something I got to
What are
maintain.
your DMs like?
Oh God, that's a whole. Yeah.
You can go through them.
Wait, how
Oh,
did you
boy.
guys? Did you
He
guys?
would
You guys
love
didn't
to.
meet in the DMs, did you?
No. The DMs are popping, but I also get a lot of business, a lot of cool shit from fans.
Are you very like girl power oriented, like trying to talk to like young chicks who hit you up and stuff?
There's so many people that hit me up for like even like personal shit or girls
Yeah.
asking for advice about modeling or
It's like a full-time
or
job
stuff.
if you wanted to
Yeah,
respond
so
to it all.
it's kind of hard. Like I don't really. I can't really respond to them all, but if something is like touching, like I'll try to like send in like little shit to show that I read it and shit. So
Yeah.
Hit him back with an emoji.
hit him back with an emoji. It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
The
though.
two pink hearts circling each other. That's a nice one.
That's a
Yeah.
new one.
a nice one.
Well, not new, but like new. I've seen a lot more people utilizing it.
Yeah, I kind of popularized that.
You know, it was a great tweet today on the No Jumper one. I don't know who posted it, but somebody said this is the Kodak Black emoji, and it's just the emoji that's like,
Oh yeah.
because that's all he does in every single photo. I love that. You
love
probably
that
don't know
too.
who Kodak Black is.
No.
You didn't know who ISIS was.
Yeah, she's the least online. Yeah, if you don't know about ISIS, you probably don't know
I
about Kodak
swear,
Black.
I'm
Kodak
not
Black is
really-
the leader
I
of
don't even watch
ISIS.
TV. I don't
Yeah,
even
you don't
have
watch
like
the news or anything ever?
No.
No, why? You just like
I just
you
don't-
Just
I
try to
just-
ignore everything. I respect
No, I used
that.
to
That's a
like.
good
I
one.
used to be into like conspiracies and like shit. So like, I've done my own research on whatever I thought was interesting and like food and like health and shit like that. Once I started getting older and caring about my health, actually, I stopped drinking soda like 4 years ago. He's a vegetarian, so I haven't even eaten meat in like 3 months. So that's another thing. I don't know.
But you were
that's cool.
saying he's a producer
Yeah.
or works on production.
Yeah,
so he knows
producer.
about like what's going on with music and keep you up, right?
Yep.
You ever think about
Yeah.
rapping?
Nah.
What about singing? Can you sing?
No, definitely can't sing.
Sing something for us. Sing a little something.
I definitely cannot.
I could see her
sing.
rapping before singing just because she kind of has like the weed raspy
Yeah, I got the
like thing
raspy.
going on. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hot. That's
With
like
auto
good for a rapper.
tune, right? Anything's possible, right?
Shit. So what's some stuff that like nobody would expect about you, like in terms of you when you're just home by yourself that people wouldn't pick up on from like your Instagram persona?
A lot of shit.
You're really into scrapbooking, stamp collecting.
Yeah. No, I do a lot of shit that is like, I can't just throw everything on Instagram. And, I
Right.
kind of just, I know what people want to see, but I'm trying to figure out how to put like the other sides of me out. Like we're working on throwing this charity event this month, which is
Right.
something super dope. I'm trying to get everyone involved with.
Can me and
there's just-
Roseman come?
Yeah.
Of
Can we
course.
talk? Can we talk
Oh,
about
well,
it?
here we are.
What's
There
it,
we
Yeah,
go.
let's
what's,
talk
it
about
gonna,
it.
what's it gonna be?
So, his birthday is on the 17th, which is my mom's birthday. Mine's on the 28th. Chords, which is from Drug, shout out to Chords, Nate 3D, Buddha, all them. His birthday is on the 24th. So it's all of our birthdays and our friend Shezzy, which works with us. You know Shezzy Rosewood?
Yeah.
Shout out
sounds
to
familiar.
Shezzy Rosewood.
Okay.
So it's all of our birthdays, plus it's 420. And then I have the Vice We to Quit episode coming out on the 12th.
What's it
so
called?
it's for Viceland's new show called We to Quit.
Okay.
Weed quit,
Oh,
like etiquette, but weed quit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Weed
okay,
quit.
yeah,
Weed
yeah.
quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like etiquette, but with
Are you a
weed,
guest or the host?
They actually did like a documentary on me, like a little episode on me. So it's going to be the last one.
Really?
Oh,
So that comes out April 12th. So this party, but really that's just like the little shit. So I have a friend. I guess I should start with Miguel, right? I have a friend named Miguel Garcia. He's 20, I think he's 24, 25. He has a super rare condition called epidermolysis bullosa, I think if I'm saying it right. I met him a few years ago at High Times. And his condition is obviously super severe. I met him. He was at the emu oil booth or whatever, and my friends wanted to introduce me to him, and I was wearing sunglasses, and I remember I was just hearing his story and seeing how positive and dope he is. It just made me tear up and just holy shit, I wanted to just be friends with him and just help him however I could. So,
Right.
And I did become friends with him, and we would text each other back and forth, and he lives in Santa Barbara, I think a couple hours away.
It's a skin condition.
Yeah, it's basically his condition. How he explained it to me is it doesn't have the glue. His skin doesn't have the glue in it. So his body, anything that touches him, he could get cuts, any type of friction or whatever. And he only weighs about 94, 95 pounds because this disease is his body's constantly fighting it and burning calories and stuff, and he can't reproduce the skin. So he's had 3 surgeries to get his fingers separated, and they're unfortunately bandaged up, but he still smokes weed. You guys should check out his Instagrams. It's Dabadoo, DAB_A_DOO8. So check him out. He's super inspiring and dope. And then after just seeing his Instagram and just being friends with him and shit, he has 15,000 followers. He knows how to roll blunts. He freaking does his, he's a normal person. He's just yo, I smoke weed. I'm a normal person. I'm just living my life, and this is the condition I have, and he's just positive about it. So yeah, and then also what's amazing with him is that he hasn't taken any prescription medicine in 4 years because he takes CBD. So a lot of people don't know what CBD is or the benefits. CBD is one of the compounds that's found in weed. There's over 60 compounds in weed.
Right.
So CBD actually has all these amazing health benefits.
It doesn't
helps
really get you high, right?
No, CBD doesn't get you high at all. It has no THC in it. It really only has health benefits. It gets rid of cancer. It gets rid of tumors. You have CBD receptors in your brain. So this is all natural. It's basically a vitamin that everyone should take. So, and it's a painkiller. It helps with nausea. It helps with seizures. There's people that give it to their kids that have 20 seizures a day, and they give them CBD and they have none.
Buy me some of this.
Yeah, I seen that on the news though about the seizure
It's amazing.
thing, yeah.
So he literally has not taken prescription medicine in 4 years because of the CBD, and and he unfortunately doesn't get it free, and it's hard to find. You know what I mean? So we are doing this big, huge, dope, amazing charity event. We're gonna have Miguel involved in the drugs team, and we just came back. We just literally were working on the flyer right before we came over here.
Oh, okay.
So it's on the 16th. We got a bunch of dope people involved.
16. So what's that 10
Yeah,
days?
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 6th.
So,
we'll
we're gonna have
a day
a-
or two.
Where's it gonna be at? Do you know?
You're gonna have to RSVP to get the location, but it's gonna be at a mansion. It's gonna be really nice.
course,
It's gonna be
naturally.
dope. So it's gonna be a day party. So it's gonna be a dope thing. And we found this amazing organization called Living Ultraviolet. They're based out of North Carolina. And, I've been speaking to them on the phone. We've just been doing all of our research instead of just doing some whack party where people just come get drunk. We're going to attach this amazing thing to it.
The
So that's
fundraiser
really
thing,
the charity and the cause. And for Miguel, that's really the main focus of this. You know what I mean? And bringing all of our dope friends and our celebrities and giving people something to do that's amazing,
Yeah.
So we're going to do a dope silent auction and do some raffles and do
turn up for a good cause.
turn up for a good cause. I don't think people really do enough of that. So this will be
Yeah,
Not in
'cause
LA,
It's
no
cool
way.
because you do have a certain amount of sway with your Instagram and your level of celebrity or whatever. It's cool that you can take that and turn it into something positive for somebody else that doesn't have as
Exactly.
many opportunities or whatever.
Exactly. So we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff. There's going to be able to ways for people to, win free tickets and do lots of different type of promotion stuff. So
Follow Madzilla on Instagram.
Yep,
to stay up to
Madzilla.
date. Yeah.
yeah, so it's going to be
sick,
going to be amazing. So make sure you check out the website Living Ultraviolet so you can learn about CBD. I've been posting a little bit about it just to warm people up about it. But this event is really gonna I even called like 20 of my friends in the last couple of days, and they didn't even really know what CBD is. So it's it's a really amazing thing. We got a lot of dope sponsors, a lot of dope sponsors. So it's gonna be amazing.
That's sick. Do you feel like you've become kind of like a marijuana advocate in a way, like trying to raise awareness of like the positive benefits of it and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's something that's really, like I said, with the depression and everything I've had to go through in my life. Like, I need weed. I feel like it really is medicine. So, and with the CBD too, like I've taken CBD and I've noticed the difference. I haven't taken enough of it to really see like long-term effects or anything, but with this organization and everything, you know, it's going to just be a really dope thing to bring everyone together, to learn about it, and to be able to get access to it through this foundation and stuff. So, do
you think that like weed kind of takes the place of like, prescription medications or anything like that like you might possibly be like prescribed if it wasn't for weed?
Like what? Like
my friend Augie did this podcast and he just said straight up, he's like, yo, I guarantee you that if I went to see a fucking doctor, they would tell you that I should be on fucking Xanax, Adderall, all this shit.
Exactly.
And I don't do that. I smoke weed and I feel all right, you know?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that are like that don't, you know. That's what we're and I have a voice out here, and that's why I did the Vice thing. That was a big part of it, like, you know, empowering women that are in the weed industry that are, you know, more of like an activist.
You think of yourself as a feminist?
No.
You don't use that word?
No, I don't use the word feminist.
Right, but do you are you concerned with like, you know, making girls more confident or helping them to like, you know?
Definitely. I want to help girls and guys be more confident, bring everyone together.
Guys need a lot of help.
You know,
Robesman over here, man, he needs some fucking help.
Yeah, you're telling, you're like, yeah, you kind of do have that vibe of the person that you can kind of come to and tell your problems, because you have the kind of a strong, you know, confident exterior and stuff.
Thank
you know.
Yeah,
it took a long time. You know, you definitely got to build it up and shit. Like, I probably wouldn't be doing all this like if I was still working at the strip club.
Well, young girls need role models, you know, and it's like they probably look at you, and especially if they watch this interview and they're like, "Damn, she's been through crazier shit than I've ever been through, and she's still super confident and like, you know, able to make moves on her own." That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of the point too. We're all gonna, you know, get on the mic and we're all gonna like just bring everyone together and make it dope and continue to do these events and parties and, you know, throw our own parties in between, you know, whatever.
Did you go to Slut Walk?
No.
Did you?
No, that's Amber Rose.
Did you?
No, I just
right.
But it was right
every
down the
Sunday
street.
morning.
It was like right here. But I wasn't around. I was busy that day. But I would love to go. It just seems like
every Sunday morning is my slut walk.
if you're lucky.
Just kidding, I don't get laid. Listen, my question. Sorry.
I also did the Be Real Smoke Box recently. That's going to come out soon.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a day job.
I want to do that.
Right?
No, I manage, you know, myself pretty much with the help of like my team, you know, team of people.
Yeah. Do you have like a manager?
No. I kind of manage myself. I have like a booking manager. I have like I have a team of people, but I like to always just say I manage myself at the end of the day.
Right. Do you do club appearances? We're just talking
walk through.
Yeah, I'm actually about to go to Seattle tomorrow with him and Shezzy to go host the game. He's doing a concert, so I'm going to host that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that flyer.
I travel a lot, host clubs.
What's that come from? Is that like a friendship with the venue or with him?
Well, yeah, I know the game. Okay. He's dope. I see him everywhere. Mm-hmm. But actually, they hit me up through Instagram, through the DM. And then they just sent me an email. Yeah, usually they'll like, you know, send me a DM and I'll just tell them to email me the information.
Mm-hmm. See, it's funny because we were just talking to 40 Ounce Van and he was talking about the hosting and the walkthrough and how he feels kind of awkward. He goes there, he just sits there.
His personality is way different.
Yeah. Because I was saying, like, when I've gotten paid to host things, to me, that's like basically my job is to hang out. You know, just to be out there talking to people, take some photos.
Do you like grabbing the mic and being like, "Hey guys, you ready?"
Yeah, it's fun. You know, I try to. It's like nerve wracking at first, but when you're drunk and fucked up, you're like, "Fuck it," you use it as practice. You know, like so. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. I'm actually gonna like host it this time.
Do you DJ?
I have turntables that I bought with my stripper money a long time ago, but I like. I would love to like learn it and do it. That'd be awesome.
When you talk about like your stripper money days, is that like, was it hard taking that hit? Like, do you still feel
Yeah,
that? Like,
yeah,
man, I wish I
for
could just
sure.
go cake real quick. Yeah.
Sometimes, but not really as much anymore. But the thought is still there.
Right.
It's like if you're a drug dealer and you stop dealing drugs, you're like, fuck, I wish I had that drug money.
I was thinking the exact same thing there. Is like, I
Same
sold
thing,
drugs.
same
I didn't want to sell drugs. I just wanted to have money and not have to do that much. And it seems like that's what stripper was for you. Like, you
Kinda,
didn't
yeah.
want to get naked. You just were like, well, this is way better than any other option. So might
like,
as well.
yeah, I just needed some freedom and some money.
Yeah, I respect that. That's why Roseman was a gay stripper for a period of time. Yeah,
100%.
he was a Chippendale. He was on roids, and
Gotta get
I
that
like
money.
being my own boss.
she just ignores us. Just assumes
I
that he
made
is
$27 a night, dude. Don't hate.
Don't hate.
that paid for the Uber.
Yeah.
So like, talk about your relationship with weed though. Like, do you just fucking absolutely love it these days? Do you backwoods? Are you dabbing or what? What's your way of taking it in?
Definitely backwoods all day.
Okay, that's good.
Give us a little preview. Actually, when's
I used to smoke joints. I used to smoke everything, but I smoke backwards now. I just like the taste of it.
Same.
this might come out
Yeah.
right around when the Weeda Kit episode comes out. Do you know what that already looks like? Is there anything you want to comment on that?
On the Weeda Quit,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah. What
So
kind of stuff?
how do you
do
think it's
though?
going to be? Like, give us a little preview.
I really have no idea. Like they flew me out to Colorado, and like the interview was based like kind of. It was just really dope. It was like a whole.
Was it with that nerdy guy? The rap nerd guy?
They don't always
Who's
use
that?
him, right? The one guy with the glasses, the little white guy.
No.
He like goes to Atlanta. He's like, "Is this lean?"
Yeah.
No. I know who you're talking about. That guy
Pee-wee
does all the
Wong,
drugs on the
drop
show.
the bottle
The
of
one that
lean.
does all the drugs, right?
Yeah, he's
The
like,
super trippy.
Oh wait, the dude who
No.
remember when they had the black guy who was backstage with Young Scooter and Gucci Mane and shit, and he fucking ended up like hitting the blunt mad times and drinking a whole bottle of fucking vodka, and he ended up like passing out and waking up in the hospital. Go watch that if you haven't seen it. It's so funny. He smokes a shitload.
I'm just saying. Do you think they're going to show you in a positive, negative?
Yeah, I
neutral?
think it's definitely in a positive way. They were just asking me a lot of kind of like the same questions that you guys were asking, and I honestly don't even remember a lot of it because you kind of black out when you do those type of things sometimes. But I did like I did a meet and greet, and they interviewed some of my fans outside, which I've never really had done before. Wow. So there's gonna be a lot of cool little things that I think I'm gonna be.
Who's your average
surprised
fan? Female,
40-year-old dude.
40-year-old dude, or like 14-year-old girl.
Overweight.
I'm thinking.
No,
one or the
I
other.
think anywhere between like. I wouldn't know, like 15 to like 30.
But mostly girls.
Yeah, girls and guys. I don't really know.
You're asking who approaches her, right?
I don't-
Because you don't know who was really sitting there like clicking like behind all those likes on the
Yeah.
gram. Those could be like,
I don't have my notifications on, that's for sure.
Oh, me neither. That's fucked up. Yeah, you can't do that.
So I don't know.
Damn, that's tight.
That's tight.
What else should we talk about? What do you listen to, music-wise?
I wish there was a lot more dope shit that I knew about currently, but like Made in Tayo, super sick.
He is,
Uber
yes.
everywhere. Hey. Who else do we like?
She doesn't know who Kodak Black is, and we got to fix that.
Yeah, I
Kodak
need
Black
to
is
fix
a
that.
phenomenon. Yeah.
I like this dude, Rari.
Oh, okay.
Cigarette song. That song has been cool.
My friend Alex from Ain't Nobody Cool was just saying that his new mixtape is ridiculously good, and I need to listen to it.
Who?
My friend Alex was telling me that the new Rari
yeah.
mixtape is amazing.
Yeah. I
haven't heard it
like
yet.
his vibe. Yeah, Mickey Monday. He's dope as fuck. He got a lot of dope videos coming out that's on me. FKA Twig, she's always cool. Cam and China.
Okay.
Cam and China are hard. They're twins. Twin artists. They're super
Yeah,
sick.
who should we get on?
I'm doing Googlings. Yeah, if
Google.
you had to recommend
Google it.
like someone that you could get us, like that you could hook up, tell them like this is an amazing interview.
Cam and China.
Okay.
For sure.
We gotta
Cam
look
and
it up,
China
yeah.
are hard.
Are they hot?
Yeah,
They sound
for sure.
hot.
They're dope
Name
as
like China,
fuck.
yeah.
They're fucking
Cam,
hard.
China, you're welcome on.
Yeah.
Madzilla says you're hot. You're in.
Put in your drink order with me, and I'll get you.
They're gonna be at the event also. So are you guys coming?
I'm down.
You're coming?
I'm gonna be at Coachella.
Oh my god. You should just go the
Bitch
second
made,
weekend.
yeah,
I
I'll
got
go.
an artist playing.
Oh my god.
What?
All right, let's talk about this later.
I do.
Yeah.
I do other stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I do other
Well,
stuff.
we don't know that much about what he does. He does like radio promotions, but what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
You don't
Roseman?
want to know about it. We'll talk off. I'll talk off pod.
Well,
Off pod.
off.
This guy is funny.
Some dude was threatening me on Twitter the other day, and he said, "Fuck a pod, dog, because one day we gonna meet." Like the
Fuck
Rick
a
Ross
pod,
thing,
dog,
"Fuck
'cause
a
one day we
pod,
gonna meet."
dog."
People talk real crazy online when you meet them. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I never see it in real life. I'm waiting to see it in real life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you meet Adam. He's 6'7", you know, basically
6'3".
roided out.
Roided out.
No, I'm just kidding. But he's a big guy and he's intimidating, so it's like you better bring it if you're gonna
Tats.
fight him.
Well, if somebody's got a gun, all that goes away. You know, I'm not trying to get shot out here. I'm not trying to act tough.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, like,
Roseman's the tough guy. He's a karate expert. He's got a purple belt.
Yeah. Hashtag love cures.
What else should we talk about? What else is going on in your life?
Basically.
wait, Easy just called the hashtag a pound. I like that.
That's his third time he's done that today.
I like
He's
that.
like, I'm
I
so
say
old.
we
I say
switch it.
pound.
I say we switch it to pound.
You guys are both like reluctant internet users. I'm getting the feeling. Yeah.
No, recently I've had to research and shit, but
Oh, okay. I just like the idea of Madzilla.
I'm working on my new website too.
Oh, okay.
That's exciting. I'm going to have a lot of dope new merch on there. I'm doing a collab with Legendary, the hat company.
Okay.
That's coming out 4/20. Maybe a Meditainer collab in the works.
Send some here. We'll wear it.
Okay.
What's your average 420 like when you're not doing this big charity event? Would you just take that as an excuse to smoke like 3 times as much as you would normally?
I don't really give a shit
acknowledge
about
it?
holidays.
I don't acknowledge 420.
I don't give a fuck, but it's just bring everyone together. It's do it for the gram.
It's a good excuse. Do it for the gram. You ever do anything for the gram that you're embarrassed of after the fact?
No, not really.
Do you wake up early and like get to work, or is it like whenever you?
I can't.
Is your lifestyle very chill right now?
I stay up till probably 6, 7, 8 in the morning.
So you get all your
I
shit
can't
done,
really
right?
sleep. Yeah, I work more at night, and then I probably sleep until maybe 1. I've been trying to wake up earlier. We got our trainer Lou Daniels. He's been training me for the last year.
Personal trainer.
Yeah, personal trainer.
Damn.
He trains the whole team. So we try to get together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to work out, go on a hike, do some shit together.
Who's on the team? Easy and you. I got so
Easy,
far.
me, Nate 3D, Lou Daniels, Shezzy Rosewood,
And
Buddha
they're all-
Shampoo.
It's a production team.
It's
/
we all.
management /
Well, some of them do music production. Some of them are in fashion. I do a number of things. We all kind of just collected as a group of friends, and we just work together. We all just do different shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, but so why'd you guys get
Shout out to-
a personal trainer? Did you?
Oh yeah,
did
shout
you
out to
have
Iggy Azalea
were-
too.
were you-
She's with drugs team she's on drugs for sure.
Are you gonna
Iggy
work?
Azalea.
You're gonna work with her?
I would love to do so. If she wanted me to be in a video, fuck yeah, I'm down.
If she would like to do a podcast, we're down, and we'll be very respectful. We're not going to say anything mean. We're going to be super nice.
Iggy gets some hate.
Yeah, I'm not
we're not
Charlemagne. I would be
Yeah, you know
thankful that
what?
she would come in. I'm not going to be mean to her.
Her new music really is gonna make people think differently about her for sure. It even made me think differently. I'm just like, holy shit, she's just very inspiring.
Hey, but
And yeah.
Was there a moment where you were about to become fat, and that's why you got this personal trainer? I've been trying to say this for the past 3 minutes, but that's why I was wondering. You get a personal trainer, it's because you're getting fat, but I've never.
Was there a moment where you're about to come?
You know what?
Not that you were, but you were about to be fat.
You look down. You're
I
like,
gained
oh, shit.
10 pounds in Hawaii, and I was just, fucking not. I wasn't fat. I was a little bit thicker, but I was just caring about my health and just trying to be healthy. And
You said a
be-
lot of positive things. It sounds like a very positive point in your life.
Yeah.
Charity.
Thank you.
and a
I feel like I
trainer.
am too.
I mean, you got to work on that sleep thing, but
Yeah. Yeah.
What keeps you motivated? Do you see huge things for you in the future? Do you imagine yourself being at a completely different level in a couple years?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Sounds like
Never
There's a lot
ending.
more to come.
Yeah,
Never
sounds
ending.
sounds like the team. They want to build this team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's been
funny,
hard.
but-
I just moved back out here, from Hawaii, a year and a half ago. So in that year and a half, I've really only met a handful of people that I really fuck with, which is my team now. And I'm just fortunate to have talented, amazing, dope friends. So
Yeah.
Is that
We all
what
work together.
Iggy called the song "Team"? Because you guys are the team.
yeah, pretty much for that, the drugs team, for the production, chords 3D,
Did you used to own a shop in Long Beach or something?
Not a shop, but I did have a management team in Long Beach. But I would be over there every day working with them.
But did you own that? I just remember seeing that all the time.
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
just had a photo studio on. We had a production side on one side and then a clothing store, and I just had some clothes in there and shit.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, Roseman, any further questions you got here? I
No,
think
this has been
pretty
enlightening.
solid.
I
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, dope.
Back to back, 40 ounce van interview, awesome. This
Yeah.
interview, awesome.
Very good. Very
Champagne.
positive. Oh my God,
Champagne.
Best dinner ever.
That was sick.
I wish I had that on the snap.
Oh
Woo.
my
You gotta
God. I'm gonna
send.
be
Yeah, send me
scrolling through
that.
my
Send me the
phone.
gift.
Holy
That's
shit.
funny. I'm sorry about your printer.
No, it seems like it's
worth
working
it.
fine. Although I
It
think
was
you might
worth
have
it.
ruined like approximately 100
Look at
pieces
the
of paper.
floor, though. Look at the floor.
Might be a little fucked.
The computer seems
That's
fine, but
hilarious.
there was probably about 100
So
sheets
what's
of paper
up with
that
all the
kinda got
shirts
fucked
here?
up.
This is your.
My clothing line on
So
some
you're gonna
shit, yeah.
donate some stuff for the charity?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
We don't
Because we're
really
gonna
have
do a
much right
raffle.
now,
We're
but-
gonna have, we're gonna be giving away a lot of dope free stuff, and we're gonna be having a dope silent auction. So
Tight. Sounds good.
tight.
Where,
Tight is right.
if the people want to follow you, if
Give
they
some
want to stay in
plugs.
touch with you, what do they need to know about you?
My Instagram is Madzilla, Madzilla. My website is Killa Madzilla. YouTube is Killa Madzilla. The drugs is It's the Real Drugs.
It's therealdrugs.com.
It's therealdrugs.com. Shezzy Rosewood, designs by Shezzy. And then for the event, I'm gonna have some more information on my Instagram on the flyer for where you could purchase tickets for the charity and other things like that.
Instagram's where it's at.
Instagram's
All right.
where it's at.
Thank you very, very much to Madzilla for coming
Thank you.
through. This is a very girl power episode. I think that there's going to be a lot of struggling 14-year-old girls out there. They're going to be very motivated by this, and they're going to get their shit together and
Just think positive,
Get it
you know?
together, teens.
get
you
a
know,
throat
think
tat real
positive.
quick. Get some throat tats and post up on the gram just in your b-boy
So
stance.
we should, we found this video on YouTube. I guess it helped, right? What is it? What is it called?
It's a really long title, but just go to YouTube and
get some inspiring self-motivation. That's what I would suggest to people. Just stay inspired and stay positive.
Awesome.
Exactly.
All right.
Thank you for
No
that.
Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Madzilla, coolest Instagram model in the world, or whatever. What,
In the world, that's
what's
right.
the title, though? Instagram model? Does that offend you, or is that all right?
No, I don't give a shit. Whatever.
That's cool. That's
you
what
know,
it is.
biggest inspiring female in the world.
Inspiring female. That's what Madzilla.
Yeah.
Inspiring female.
For me, can you say biggest hoe in the world?
Yeah.
Biggest
Whatever
thought.
you want.
Co-thought, Robesman.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Cool.
Actually, yeah, that was tough.
Oh my god, that was.
We got deep.
I'm hungry.
Good?
I'm about to pass out.
Yeah, I think it's fine.